Alright guys, welcome to another episode of ARWP, the All Real Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Eric Novak, and today we come with you with another special prediction video. It is about Impact Wrestling's turning point this Saturday. And we have, again, our special guests, Jason Smith and Ernie Villa from the Wrestling News Network. Let's say hi to one of our co-hosts, Jason Smith.
How you doing, everybody? I'm finally back from being kicked out last week, but, I'm here to do another review and prove why Eric is wrong in all categories, especially wrestling.
Love him, guys. If you love him, hate him, he's still here. All right, guys, and now I have to introduce a new face to our show. We have to say goodbye to John. I told you guys during the video, John was way too out of hand. He wasn't doing his job, but I had to cut him off multiple times. He was doing a lot of things wrong. So as a good host of the show, we had to say goodbye, and we had to open doors to a new face. Ernie Villa, say hello to the audience.
What's going on, guys? I am representing the Wrestling News Network, your one-stop shop for wrestling news and networks. We're happy to be in collaboration with the All Real Wrestling Podcast, and I think Jason Smith, when he's available and not eating. We're very happy to be a part of this, and we're very happy to be a part of this and building something we think is special, and we see a lot of promise going forward with these two guys, and we're just happy to be a part of it. Talk some wrestling, and also prove that Eric is probably wrong.
There we go.
He might not be here in the next video, guys. Who knows, guys? I'll find a hobo off the street to do his job. We'll see. All right. Since we have an inadequate, co-worker with us right now, I'm basically gonna start this off. To all of you who have nothing better to do and listen to this podcast, thank you, and listen to our predictions for Impact. So Ernie, do your job right. Get that timer set. And give us the first match. And I go first.
I'm ready. Of course you go first. I bet you tell the ladies that too. Anyways, we're going to go with Swoggle versus Brian Myers. The timer is set, and whenever you guys are ready to start flapping them gums, I'll start.
See how there's do you hear the cricket noise? I hear cricket noise when he tries to like there's just crickets coming, all over this place. But no, let me start this because he does not have the skill. This is the first match, Hornswoggle versus the most professional wrestler in the game, Brian Myers. And
his name is Swoggle. Keep kayfabe alive. Just thought I'd let
you know. Justin. Hey, Lillian Garcia, I got this.
Oh.
And Jason's gone again. All right, bottom line. The answer is always going to be the most professional wrestler, Brian Myers. He is super talented. He is back on the independent scene. So Impact is a good company, not too big. He's finally back in the independent scene doing shows like Wrestle Pro Alaska and just shows in Queens. He's back. He's showing people what he's got, and I know he's going to beat Swoggle in maybe less than a minute. Unless, that scoundrel, Tommy Dreamer, who has nothing better to do than come on Impact or talk on his radio show because apparently people care about him and listen to that. He'll come out and maybe interfere in the match and give Swoggle the victory. But who knows?
Well,
pause, guys. Cut the camera. This is terrible, okay? I'm sorry. This is literally garbage. Ernie, do your job right. You give me the minute. You come out if I go ahead of the minute. And if I'm done talking, you say, Jason, are you ready? You do your job. You hear me, Ernie?
You guys both are getting a minute, or you're one topic a minute?
We both get
one.
We
each get 1 minute.
I thought you both got it. You have 5 seconds left. You had 5 seconds left.
I had to take 1 to 5 seconds to explain to you how to do your job. Okay. Jason, apparently we can do a monkey can do this job. Jason, it is your turn.
Jason, here's your minute. Go ahead and go.
Honestly, it's to the point where I agree with Eric. I mean, when you look at
of course you do.
The wrestling skill of the most professional wrestler, Brian Myers, on top of how, Swoggle is basically the size to average people's knees, if even at that.
Okay, bottom line, he agrees with me. On to the next question.
Excuse me, he's got 35 seconds left.
He agreed with me. It's all that matters. That's it. We're done.
Excuse me. You're making me turn into Vicky Guerrero over here.
He is already already doing better than some people.
Go ahead, Jake. Jake, go ahead.
Thank you.
I hope John heard that.
And it's just great how like these two are finally in a different company. And honestly, I think Brian Myers is going to take the victory, regardless of Tommy Dreamer interference. Yeah, let's move on before Eric has something else.
Your time is now up. We'll go on to our next match, though. Moose versus Willie Mack. Let's start with Jason first, so we can get it out without being interrupted.
No, I'm sorry.
You
don't start when I start.
Jason,
I'm the host of the show. I
Jason,
start. I will fire you. You can get the hell out of this production center.
Jason, you got a minute, sir. Go ahead.
I'm calling Jonathan.
Thank you, sir.
Getting his job back.
Honestly, when you look at this, it's pretty obvious who's going to win. It'll be a really good fight between both of these extremely athletic gentlemen. But at the end of the day, Moose is going to continue to stack up pay-per-view wins after wins after wins, seeing how he is undefeated in 2020 and undefeated in 2020.
Bottom line, it's been over a minute.
You still got 30 seconds.
It's been over a minute. He's been dragging.
Let me do my
People
job.
are sleeping.
Let me do my job.
Obviously not, because he continues to think that he's better than me, but he's not. But anyway, as I was saying before, Moose is going to take the victory. That's pretty much it. Honestly, Willie Mack is a gifted athlete, but at the end of the day, Moose is tearing through people left and right to show that the TNA Heavyweight Championship is that top prize. Because ever since his match with EC3, Moose officially knows his
name. All right, you're done. Sorry. Need to be a dick.
He said sorry. He said sorry.
Eric, you're up.
One word, Moose. One Victor, Moose. I don't care what Jason said. I don't care what Jason said.
Wait, you just said Victor and Moose. Which one is it?
The guys, help me out here. Anyone who wants a job to just sit and listen to people talk, DM me, and you'll get this job faster.
I would not be wanting to.
Okay, bottom line, Moose is winning. The reason because he is the most compelled person on Impact Wrestling. He is by far one of the greatest talents on there. Great storyline, great champion. I am honored to call him my Impact World Champion because that's exactly what he is, a world champion for TNA. And you know what? It's just amazing that they brought back that title, that he is holding that title because he deserves it. He earned it. He beat everyone fair and square. He beat EC3's dumbass talking about, this is your life. Make it your reality. No, Moose made a reality when he beat that man back to Ring of Honor. But Moose is about to beat Willie Mack. And you know what? Are they just supporting Willie Mack at this point? We gave Willie Mack an X Division title match. Now we're giving him...
That means you're done. So, I think there's a consensus there.
If you have problems after this video, I'll give you his information. You can sue him.
Yes, sue me. He barely found out my last name, but sue me.
That's right.
Anyhow, moving forward, before Big Man's food gets there, we're going to go ahead and talk about the Eddie Edwards versus Daivari. I'm going to go ahead and let Eric go first because I don't want him to cry about it. So let's call the ambulance, and Eric, you're up.
John, if you're listening to this, I miss you. You were doing a great job. Please come back with us. First of all, is Daivari? Is it Arya Daivari?
Wow.
Is he coming back? I don't know what's going on. But Eddie Edwards is going to win. You know, he is by far one of the most unrestricted wrestlers out there. He does not need any jobber or Bound for Glory special freaking tournament, whatever, battle royale guy to show him that he's great. They don't know what to do with Eddie Edwards. They're like, we have a great talent. We don't know what to do with him. Let's give him this match against Daivari. And Daivari hasn't even been on TV for years, maybe. So at this point, I'm just going to go with Eddie Edwards. It's going to be a clean sweep victory unless Ken Shamrock's old ass decides to, come into the ring and interfere in that match and whatever it is. But it's going to be Eddie Edwards.
So there you go. Don't even watch the pay-per-view. Just go by Eric's predictions, and you don't have to watch the pay-per-view anymore. Thanks a lot. Maybe Impact will sponsor us.
No, they won't.
Next, we'll hear.
I spoke to them.
We'll hear from Jason.
We don't have enough views.
I'm not
Go ahead,
gonna lie,
Jay.
man. Impact Wrestling is phenomenal. And the fact that they brought back a guy like Davari, which I respect, honestly,
so is it
seeing
Arya
how he was a
Davari?
former X
Is
Division
it Arya
champion.
Davari?
Eric is just entitled. I don't want to say a prick, but you all know what I want to say.
I mean, you did. You did. So go ahead and say it.
I don't want to say it, but at the end of the day, I will agree with him on this again. It will be a clean sweep from Eddie Edwards, seeing how he needs that momentum. He needs that bounce back from the constant losses he's taken.
All right, you get it. You agree with me. You said you agree
Ken
with me.
Shamrock.
You said you agree with
From
me.
his Impact Tag Team matchup with Rich Swann against Sami
People are
Callihan
getting
and Eric
bored.
Young recently. And at the end of the day, he needs to bounce back quickly because at this point, I am seeing him further and further away from the world title picture.
Your hat is
And
giving
at
me
the
a
end of the day,
seizure.
it's going to be Team Eddie Edwards all the way. And I'm happy to see Davari back on Impact.
Take off the
but it's
goddamn
time for him to
hat.
leave.
Sir,
hat
your
is
time
giving
is
me a
up.
seizure.
Thank you for your time.
Whose phone ringing?
Next, we're
Who's
gonna move.
unprofessional.
Excuse me?
Whose phone is
Oh,
ringing?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Moving on. We're moving on. Next, we have the women's tag team match. Tenille, Jordan Grace versus Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie. I'm going to go and let Jay go first. Jay?
He's not here.
Well, going into the matchup, it's pretty obvious who's obviously going to win. It's going to be Tenille Dashwood and Jordan Grace, simply on the storyline that they have been building from these guys for weeks and weeks and weeks, seeing if they could be a compatible tag team with each other. But seeing how Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie have experience teaming together and pretty dominant together, it's going to be a hard mix, but at the end of the day, Grace and Tenille Dashwood will work together through all of their differences and other past problems that they've had with each other when singles matches, as well as, storylines and Madison Rain segments. So I think the new mismatched team is going to end up taking a victory, honestly, against the veterans of Taya Valkyrie and Rosemary.
You got 10 seconds if you want to go.
Me like that again, I will
10
mute
more
you.
seconds. I guess
Jason,
I might as well say it's going to end up being one of those clueless victories of Jordan Grace maybe hitting the driver, taking the victory for the team.
Okay, and now it's Eric's turn. Eric, if you need to tell us what you have to think or what you think.
Was that English? I can't tell if that was literally the English language.
Ooh.
Bottom line.
I can say it in Russian if you want.
I dare you. I dare you.
Ooh. Somebody's not
all right,
back,
cool.
You guys, you decide elections. You decide who's going to win pay-per-views. It's a Russian thing. So go ahead and tell us what you think.
Eric can do it all.
Do you see that picture right
Eric,
there?
Eric, tell us what's going to happen. It's not racist, it's truth. Tell us what's going to happen so we don't have to watch this weekend.
No problem. Obviously, it's going to be Jordan Grace and Tenille Dashwood. They are obviously two amazing talents that have no place right now in that company to have a storyline with anyone. So they're obviously going to be in the Knockouts tag team opportunity. The fact that we have Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie is hilarious because isn't there a death happening right now? Didn't they just lose Johnny Bravo and they're about to, like there was no storyline to adding, Taya Valkyrie and Rosemary. No storyline at all. They're just in that match. We have not heard from them since that wedding, and we're going to see them wrestle, which again, no sense. But Emma, which is Tenille Dashwood, and Jordan Grace are two amazing talents who are going to see the chemistry in this match. It's going to be one of those, how did they work? They don't like each other, but they're going to win. Then they're going to have the Caleb with a K, take photos of them, and then he's simping to them, and then whatever else happens there. Bottom line, this is a match where it's you get to enjoy it, but there's no actual plot to it. So you're welcome.
Okay, thank you. We're going to talk about the match of the card with the Good Brothers versus the North. I think this has potential to be the best match on the card, in my opinion. And since I'm talking right now, it's really the only opinion that matters. Jason, you have a minute, so go ahead.
All right, going into this match, it's pretty obvious who everybody thinks is going to win. The North. It's the greatest tag team of all time right now of Impact Wrestling. I mean, when you look at these two dominant people, what happened in that fatal four-way of Bound for Glory? Who thought was going to win? Motor City
Are you answering
Machine
your own
Guns,
questions?
the Good Brothers,
That's the
what
worst thing you could do is
The
answer
North
your own
dominated.
questions.
The North
Imagine,
Excuse me.
imagine doing a
Jason
debate.
has the floor.
Imagine doing a
How
debate
long
and
did they
being
hold
like,
those
will I do the
championships
job?
for?
Yes.
Too damn
Can I
long.
do the
That's
job?
how
Of
long.
course.
And guess what? Their second reign is just going to be longer. Good Brothers can't take it, just like how apparently Carl Anderson can't take his marriage seriously.
Okay,
However,
whoa. I gotta pause for a second. I gotta pause
Are
for a
we
second.
going there?
I gotta
I'm
pause.
going
No,
on
we're
today.
not. We're not. Because I will definitely interview Carl Anderson in the future, and I don't want that to be involved. So, Jason, please apologize, Carl Anderson, because this cannot go in record.
I'm sorry that you cheated on your wife.
Are you?
You're welcome.
He is muted.
Are you sorry?
He is muted. We're gonna have to mute him for like a couple minutes because I need to apologize personally. We all have our images. ARWP has been growing for a long time, and my image is not to offend, especially a sensitive topic like that. So if anyone has any comments, if anyone's offended, I apologize. He is being muted for a couple minutes, so he knows not to bring that up again, and he will apologize. That is a sensitive topic.
What bothered you about what he said?
Ernie, I'm explaining to you one thing, but I'm gonna shut the camera off. I'm explaining to you one thing, Ernie. This is a big deal when you want to have an image like me. You cannot bring that up. You cannot offend. That is definitely a sensitive topic. Carl Anderson obviously does not want people talking about it. He obviously, it's wrong if you talk about it. You are dead to me, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear you. I do not want to do that. I do not want to bring up that life. He has kids. That is a real thing. I don't want to bring that up in this Impact Turning Point. He went out of the line. You are not doing your job right. Please do your job right.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I didn't do the deed that his wife claimed he did on the Instagram. I think it's a free thing to talk about. It should be talked about. Whether he likes it or not, that's not up to him. If you're reporting news and you're a professional reporter, then you talk about this because it's out. It's news.
This is news that can
If
go
you want
on
to
the
be
website.
all real, be all real about
it's
it.
all real,
This is
it's
something that
wrestling.
happened, and it's part of wrestling, and it's part of
it's
Impact.
different. I'm
I didn't
an
want to
all
bring it
real-
up. I didn't want to bring it up, but obviously someone brought it to the table.
I'm an all
So there,
real.
I mean, you shouldn't be afraid of wrestlers.
I'm an all real interviewer. If they come on my show, I can bring up the all real news, but I don't do the all real news behind their back. All right, let's come back to this because it's my turn to
Okay,
talk.
so what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on the match?
Of course. So this is one of the matches that you're gonna feel like Good Brothers are probably gonna get a win. It's their Botchmania or whatever the hell they're doing. I don't know what it's called, but they're not going to win. The North is going to win. Jason was right, and I know it's a shocker. Jason was right that the North has a longer reign as the Impact champs, and then they're going to have to lose it to another great tag team. Probably that involves James Storm, Chris Sabin. Who knows? It's going to involve some kind of legend to beat them because they're just amazing. People love watching them. They're going to win the titles. Pretty much it. The North is going to win.
We're going to go the Chris Sabin and James Storm versus Triple XL. Jason, are you back?
Yeah, just been sitting here listening to the whole thing. You know, I was muted, so I couldn't really air my opinion at the moment because, you know, it sucks. But at the end, I will apologize.
Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm gonna start your minute now. Go.
Definitely think the Legends are going to take this victory. It's pretty, you know, simple. It's obvious. I mean, you wouldn't bring back a legend like James Storm, who hasn't competed regularly at Impact. You know, his last match was at Bound for Glory, but, you know, we haven't seen him since. I feel like them tag teaming could either open up something or maybe even open up a potential contract for Impact Wrestling for James Storms again. I mean, I know there was some rumors about him joining WWE and everything, but was going to before the pandemic. But if we're just going back for this match as a freelance wrestler, the Cowboy and Hale Sabin, they're going to take this victory against Triple XL. That's it.
You got 10 seconds.
Nah, that's it for this one. I gotta limit myself now.
Eric, you're up. Go ahead, Eric.
I apologize for everyone.
Tell us what you got to say.
I apologize for anyone who's listening to this and always hopes Jason's gonna have like some moxie or gonna have some kind of, you know, attitude about what he says, but no, it's just like talking to a wall. So I'm going to tell you.
All right, let's move on. Let's talk about the matches now.
Sure. Okay. This is the revolution. Bottom line, we are living in a revolution. This is the next point of the revolution. Chris Sabin is without a partner. Chris Sabin is a dog without a leash, without an owner. Who found him? The man, James Storm. And let me tell you about this. Once, a long time ago, there was a revolution with Manic, Mahabhaleshwara, Abyss, James Storm, and we're gonna have the same
dog
thing.
without a collar. Are you saying Alex Shelley was the owner?
Jay, he respected you. Give him your time. Give him his time.
Wow,
Jason,
okay, sure.
Jason, maybe not to you, but a tag partner is your half. Your back is your tag partner.
But you called him an owner.
Yeah. What is a dog? What is a dog without an owner? What is it? It's not one or the other. You can't have a dog rolling without an owner. Bottom line, please don't cut me off. Please don't cut me off because I was giving an amazing story. This is gonna be
Okay, your minute's up.
I don't care. This is gonna be the revolution.
I'll let you finish, but your minute's up. Go ahead, wrap it up.
I'll let myself finish.
Yeah.
This is gonna be the revolution 2. You're gonna have Sabin, who's without a partner, someone who doesn't have his better half. He's alone. He's he's one of those people that you find, and James Storm is the Grim Reaper of some sorts, where he'll find you, he'll offer you something, he'll offer you to be better. You don't need a tag partner. You don't need anybody. You could be yourself. He'll put a mask on you. You're part of the revolution. And in my opinion, I think TJP will be joining that revolution very soon.
Okay, next. So the Rohit Open Challenge,
Rohit,
the X
it is
Division title.
Rohit Raju. Do not disrespect the sun.
Okay, your minute starts now. Go ahead.
My minute. Thank God. This is going to be one of the greatest matches ever. Everyone better sit and watch the most historic moment when Hakeem Zayn, aka Rohit Raju, has defeat the Rohit Challenge. And when a certain somebody comes in, I have word that it could be a certain man in a mask, that it could be a certain individual. But who knows? Sadly for TJP, his time is up. He will not be getting an opportunity. But I think something will be happening very soon. And I think that it will lead to amazing stories in the future. So Rohit, hold on to your title. Take pictures with it. Have breakfast with it. But soon, very soon, a certain vigilante, a certain manic character is going to come out and take what's yours. Maybe even someone from a suicidal dimension.
All right, that's your minute. But, I mean, this is a prediction, so you want to shoot your prediction, shoot your shot, tell us what you're thinking?
Manic, aka Suicide. I don't care which one. It could be Suicide, the one that we have now, or it could be the return of Manic, aka...
Okay, Jay, what do you think?
Well, I'll keep it as simple as this. Eric's prediction is really good. I've heard some rumors about that as well, and I can see that also being a possibility. However, I don't think Rohit is going to be losing the championship so soon. A return match, for Manic to show up and come out, that'd be great. But Rohit is on a dominant bender lately. The man has just been going off, winning match after match on Impact, Bound for Glory, and the 5-Way. This man is going to hold that championship for a while, and I don't think he's going to lose it to... This pay-per-view is big, but it's not a major one, in my opinion. I feel like he will lose the championship either on an Impact Wrestling show, or he'll end up losing it at their next pay-per-view, Hard to Kill in January.
I'm sorry.
Sounds good to me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on. We got the wonderful Su Yung versus Deonna Purrazzo. Jay, I'm going to let you go first.
Wonderful. Wow. That's something I never heard about that. But, yeah. Originally I would give this match to Su Yung, seeing how it's a no disqualification type thing. But honestly...
For the title,
too, yeah. But honestly, I think I'd go with Deonna Purrazzo on this one. She's proved how she looks without the championship, and it's just not a strong look for her. Honestly, her character, it kind of feels like, how are you going to call yourself the virtuosa and not have the top prize? It's one and one does not look together. You got to have both of them. You got to have the pair, and that pair that she's missing is that championship. So if she has to use, her assets, chairs, kendo sticks, Kimberly to her assistance, I think she's going to walk out a 2-time knockouts champion and put Su Yung back to where, she was before. And that's an undead realm. For this matchup, I'm honestly thinking that it could be match of the night if worked properly.
Right. Jay, that's it. I got to cut you off, buddy. Sorry about that.
So guess what I learned?
Eric, you're up, bud.
I learned that I could talk for as much as I want because I could just mute you, and I can just mute you. So now it's all me, only me. So let me tell you something, guys. Jason is a hypocrite. My man goes, Hakeem Zayn, aka Rohit Raju, cannot lose the title because it's not a major card. Yet the Knockout Championship is one of the most, major titles out there. And Su Yung returning at Bound for Glory after being gone for months. He thinks that she'll lose the title to Deonna Purrazzo at Turning Point, which is not a big pay-per-view. God, guys, do not listen to his advice. Do not listen to his words. He does not understand what he is saying because he could say one thing and then he'll say another thing tomorrow. No, it's wrong. Everything he said was wrong. Deonna Purrazzo, she can't do it on her own. That's why she has her friends watching her back, and now that her friends can't watch her back because Su Yung outsmarted her. Now you know Su Yung means business. Su Yung is gonna hold that title longer than the Nudes are gonna hold their tag titles. Everyone get ready for the revolution of Su Yung.
Okay, I gotta cut you off. How did you do that? Because I do the unmuting.
I muted you.
I do the unmute. And I unmuted myself. Thank you.
I muted you.
Let's see who's really under control here. Next up, we're gonna go Rich
muted
Swann
him.
versus Sami Callihan for the world title.
So you think
I'm gonna let Jason go first here, even though it's Eric's turn, because I feel like
this is biased.
I feel like
it's obviously biased towards Jason.
I feel like I really want to hear what Jason has to say. Go ahead, Jay.
It's biased. It's my show.
Thank you so much.
Literally,
Honestly, that's the third time I've been muted now, and I think my voice should be
You're
heard.
gonna be kicked out too.
It's going to be an interesting matchup. I mean, Rich Swann is probably one of the greatest talked about storylines in a while for Impact Wrestling. The guy broke his leg. He missed a couple pay-per-views. He missed 8 months, multiple months of wrestling. It's been crazy, but honestly, I can see him walking out as champion, but that's not who I want to win in this picture. I want the person that's in my background here, Sami Callihan, to take the championship, because during the dark times of Impact Wrestling 2018 to 19, that man single-handedly broke it up with matches of the year against Pentagon Jr., Rich Swann, Brian Cage, and he did it as he should have, dominant and all by himself. He is
way over
the
a
voice
minute.
and the face of that business, and at the end of it, Rich Swann is going to win. But my heart goes out to Sami Callihan at that point, because this is going to be another match of the year for him.
Shut up.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it
Yeah,
up.
go ahead.
No, shut up. I'm gonna mute you because I don't want to. I love the fact that I can just mute people. So let me just explain one thing. I'm not like him. I'm not gonna be like, so I think it's gonna be Sami Callihan, but Rich Swann has, the leverage and the. No, I'm not gonna be as boring as him. I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. Sami Callihan can't do anything on his own. Rich Swann is not in the best mental state to wrestle Sami Callihan for that title.
Jesus, he said he wasn't going to be boring, but this is boring.
Not more boring than what you just let off, buddy.
Yeah,
Bottom
oh my
line,
God, you're slow
bottom
too.
line.
Now, come on, now pick it up, ARWP.
Hey, let's let him finish his long-winded speech about how you're wrong.
Okay, yeah, sure, of course.
You got 20 seconds. You got 20 seconds.
Anyone who decides to comment on this, if you do, God bless your soul. If you do, are they biased against me? I think they're 100% biased against me. Bottom line, as I was rudely interrupted by Ernie Villa and Jason Smith,
We've been here an hour and he didn't know my name. He had to look it up. That's cool.
I didn't know your name was Villa. Yeah. So bottom line, I'm explaining to you one thing. Sami Callihan has this genius mind that he can control anybody. Rich Swann's gonna win this with the help of a certain tag team that we are saying goodbye to this Tuesday on Impact Wrestling. And I'm not gonna give away their names because if you don't know, I don't want to spoil it for you. Even though you shouldn't be watching this if you didn't watch Impact. Bottom line, it's gonna be Rich Swann as the victor, Sami Callihan as the loser. Just simple like that. Just something Jason could have done. I'm done. When am I
You know
getting
what's
paid for
crazy?
this?
All right, well,
When am I getting
You know what's
paid for this?
crazy? How he didn't tell us who the names of the people that are leaving, but like we're a news network. But I mean, hey,
The Rascals are leaving, everybody.
That's what-
Spoiler alert, the
it's
Rascals
okay
are
if he's
leaving.
new. He's learning. He's learning.
The Rascals are leaving, everybody. Dez, Trey, Wentz.
Yeah, the Rascals are signing with NXT.
We don't know that. False news. We don't know that.
Yeah, that should be fun.
All right, Ernie, because this was like basically stepping on, glass. This was so painful to do, so painful to watch. Whoever's been,
It should hurt. It should hurt really good.
I agree. Should.
My job is to make you uncomfortable, Eric, and I feel like I did that today.
It's not hard.
You can't make me feel uncomfortable. I have all the power.
I think I
have all the
did.
power.
I think you tried to mute me, and magically, like the Undertaker looking at Paul Bear's urn, I unmuted myself.
Okay, but can you do this?
I was gonna kick him out. No.
Can you do this, Ernie? Can you do this? What happens if I do this to you? But wait, before I do, say goodbye to the audience. I don't be rude.
Don't kick him out.
Hey guys. It's cool. I'm gonna leave anyways. Hey guys, it was really a pleasure being with you guys. I hope all you guys who actually listen.
It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. He's gone. He was gonna get himself out, but he didn't get a chance to. That's what it is. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening to the ARWP. And again, please follow the Wrestling News Network, 1WW Network, on Instagram, on Twitter. Follow us on our website, WrestlingNewsNetwork.com, for all amazing news. And if you have the passion of being a writer, of being a media man, a journalist, anything, a social media platform, if you want anything to help out with us, go on the website, shoot us the resume. I know it's like a resume thing. Hit us up on our resume. Send us your resume. We'll look at it. We'll see if you're ready, if you're good or not. And maybe you'll be part of this family. Not the ARWP family, the Wrestling News Network family. So, Ernie left. I apologize. He will not be coming back. That was terrible. He did not. I'm sorry. John, I know I fired you. Please come back. We miss you. We all wish you a speedy recovery to wherever you are, whatever you're doing now, whatever job you have now. Please come back. We would definitely love to see you, probably for Survivor Series on WWE. Wink, wink. But, Jason, you're not kicked this time. How does it feel?
That was pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, it does. It does, right? But how does it feel when the other person's kicked? Doesn't it feel good, Jason?
Yeah, that's exactly how it's. I mean, honestly, but to wrap things up, I'd like to say thank you to ARWP for having me on for another episode, and I'd like to thank Wrestling News Network as well, for supplying us with this unlimited energy and all the product that we can put on websites, Instagrams, all forms of social media, and I'm very happy we're continuing this project. Day by day, we're gonna continue to throw out what we do best at you fans. So keep enjoying. Please tune in. And again, as Eric said about the resume, we are looking for some people. We're looking to get some real product placement and a whole bunch of people. So if you're interested, message Eric, message Justin, message Ernie, message anybody. All the links will be in the bio as usual, right, Eric?
Yep, everything will be in the bio. My social media, Wrestling News Network. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys managed to sit through this whole video and not cringe, because I tried and it was very hard. And again, everyone say goodbye to Ernie in the comments, please, because he will.
Come on, Eric, wrap it up. Come on.
It's my show. I wrap it up when I want to wrap it up. So I'm gonna say goodbye.